7 surprising signs you're a highly attractive man. Do you have them? Love is not about finding someone to live with. It's about finding someone you can't imagine living without. Anonymous. It's not about your looks. It's not your face. It's about something deeper. Women don't just fixate on your jawline or your abs. Truth be told, many of the men they find irresistible aren't even trying. It's not your smile, your paycheck, or your wardrobe that matters most. There are 7 hidden signals your body gives off that scream, high-value man. Chances are you possess at least one of them. But here's the twist. These signals are right in front of you, often unnoticed, and they're more primal than you might imagine. Let me share with you the subtle yet powerful signs that reveal your true attraction. Welcome to Stoicismwin, your trusted channel for genuine advice on love, relationships, and the art of living with confidence. Number 1. People unintentionally mirror your gestures and posture. One of the most surprising signs that you're a highly attractive man is when people start mirroring your gestures and posture without even realizing it. Imagine you're sitting across from someone, and suddenly they adjust their posture exactly as you did just moments ago. You lean back in your chair, and without thinking, they lean back too. You scratch your jaw, and moments later, they're doing the same. At first glance, it might seem like mere coincidence, but it's not. This is biology at work. When someone subconsciously mirrors your body language, they are expressing, "I trust you, I like you, I want to align with you." They don't even need to say a word. Their actions speak louder than any compliment could. This is a sign that, without even trying, you've established a connection that transcends speech. In this simple act, your energy is setting the tone for the interaction, influencing those around you. It's like you're the rhythm, and the people around you naturally fall into your beat. The effect isn't dramatic. There's no need for anyone to shout or become tense. Instead, the entire room feels more in sync, like a quiet symphony playing in perfect harmony. When your presence subtly shifts the environment around you, that's a form of quiet leadership that others are drawn to without even knowing why. The truth is, this happens on a primal level. Your energy leads, and others naturally follow. So when you notice someone sipping water immediately after you or nodding their head in agreement right after you move yours, it's not some random occurrence. It's a primal response that's signaling something far deeper: attraction. The fascinating thing is, you don't need to try to dominate or control the situation. You don't have to do anything other than exist in your own authentic state of confidence. By simply being yourself, you make others naturally fall in step with you. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This idea extends far beyond philosophy into the very way we move, act, and influence others without ever saying a word. So if you ever find people unconsciously following your rhythm, know that it's not a coincidence. It's a testament to the magnetic energy you naturally radiate. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you noticed people mimicking your actions before? Share your experiences in the comments below. Number 2. Friends and strangers alike. Seek your input before decisions. Imagine you're out with friends, and when someone asks, "Where should we eat?" all eyes naturally turn to you. Or you're part of a group chat, and before any decisions are made, everyone eagerly awaits your response. Even at work, a colleague who barely knows you might approach and ask, "What do you think about this?" It seems like, no matter the situation, people turn to you for guidance. But why is that? Why do they come to you with their questions, even when the issue isn't your responsibility or problem? The reason is simple. People trust those they believe can offer clarity. Trust, however, isn't just about expertise or knowledge. It's deeply rooted in the energy you project. Highly attractive men, those who truly possess a magnetic presence, emanate something deeper than just confidence. They radiate grounded certainty. And the beauty of this certainty is that it isn't boastful or forceful. It's quiet, steady, and unshakable. It's a silent confidence that commands attention without saying a word. When people perceive you as someone who's grounded, they feel that your opinion holds value, not because of what you say, but because of how you say it and the calm that surrounds your perspective. Think about it. When someone asks you, "Should I text her back?" or "Does this even make sense?" They're not just seeking an answer. They're looking for clarity in the chaos of their own thoughts. Deep down, they're subconsciously acknowledging that you have a clearer view of life than they do. They trust that your judgment will calm the noise in their heads, providing them with the direction they need. This is where the real magic happens. This type of influence isn't just about offering solutions. It goes much deeper. It's about the presence you exude. You become a stabilizing force in their world. And what's even more intriguing is that this doesn't just foster respect, it actually builds attraction. People don't see you as merely another voice in the room. They begin to see you as the point of reference. You're no longer just an opinion. They're starting to view you as someone who sees the world through a lens they wish they could master themselves. In today's fast-paced world, where decisions are often rushed and uncertainty runs high, people are drawn to those who offer a sense of calm. It's a rare quality that others instinctively sense and gravitate toward. You don't have to have all the answers or be the loudest person in the room. Instead, by simply maintaining your composure and responding thoughtfully, you become a beacon of clarity and confidence. And that, my friend, is a quality that attracts not just respect, but admiration and even desire. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where everyone turns to you for advice, don't brush it off. Recognize that your presence alone has already done half the work. It's a reflection of the strength and wisdom you carry within you, something that not only builds your credibility, but also draws others closer, wanting to be in your orbit. Embrace this power, for it's a sign that you've tapped into a deeper form of attraction, the ability to influence not just through words, but through your grounded presence in the world. Number 3. You notice subtle, lingering glances in mundane settings. You're simply going about your day, grabbing toothpaste, walking the dog, waiting for your coffee. Nothing flashy, nothing forced. You're not flexing, you're not trying to be anything other than yourself, but suddenly, you catch someone's eyes lingering on you, just a bit too long. They quickly look away, pretending they were never watching, but you saw it. If this happens more than once, there's something you need to understand about it. Attraction doesn't always announce itself in grand gestures or bold moves. It often appears quietly, subtly, almost imperceptibly. Those lingering glances? They're a person's way of admiring you from a safe distance, without the fear of being caught. You're not doing anything extraordinary, and that's exactly what makes it extraordinary. Your very presence, the way you hold yourself, your stillness, the energy you exude, attracts attention effortlessly. It's not about looking like a model, it's about how you carry yourself. It's about calm confidence, an unbothered composure, and an undeniable sense of comfort in your own skin. When you possess these traits, you will naturally draw eyes. People may not even understand why they're drawn to you, but they will feel it. Their attraction is primal, unfiltered, something they may not even want to admit to themselves. But it's there. Once you become aware of it, you'll start noticing it more often, and you'll realize just how powerful and magnetic your presence truly is. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. You, my friend, stand in the way of no one. Your mere presence, your authenticity, is a force that cannot be ignored. And that, in itself, is power. People will watch you, and when you notice it, you will know that you're not just living. You're commanding the room. This is the art of unspoken attraction, something that speaks louder than words, and it's a key sign that you're a highly attractive man. Embrace it, own it, and let it propel you to new heights. Number 4. Those around you. Remember tiny details about you. Unprompted. One of the most surprising signs that you're a highly attractive man is when those around you start remembering the tiniest details about you, unprompted. Maybe one day you casually mentioned that you like your coffee black, and then 2 weeks later someone hands you a cup of black coffee without you asking. Or perhaps you made a joke about hating pineapple on pizza, And suddenly, every time you're around, that topping mysteriously disappears from the menu. It might seem like coincidence or simply people being kind, but there's something much deeper happening here. This attention isn't random. It's a subconscious reflection of the deeper impression you've made on others. When you're highly attractive, not just in the way you look, but also in the way you carry yourself and the energy you exude, people's brains tend to hold on to you longer. You stand out in their mental lineup, often without even realizing it. Even if you barely spoke a word, your presence made an impression that they cannot easily forget. It's fascinating, isn't it? You might have forgotten the little details they remember about you, but they haven't. Why? Because attractive people, in all senses of the word, anchor moments. They transform what would otherwise be simple, forgettable interactions into experiences that others hold on to. Those small details, the ones you casually throw out in conversation, become markers of connection. It's not about flirting or making direct compliments. It's about the subtle ways people stay connected to you, even when you're not physically present. They remember your favourite snack, the plans you casually mentioned for the weekend, or even that quirky opinion you dropped halfway through a conversation. And when they bring these details up, it won't feel forced. It'll come across as if they just remembered it in passing. But the truth is, it stayed on their mind, quietly simmering in their subconscious. This is the sign of someone who is magnetic, someone whose presence leaves an impression far beyond what's on the surface. It's more than just being memorable. It's about creating a connection that lasts in the minds of others. And it's this kind of subtle, energetic pull that attracts people to you. The philosopher Aristotle once said, "Personal beauty is a greater recommendation than any letter of reference." This is not just about external appearance, but also about the beauty of your presence and how it leaves an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of others. If you notice people around you remembering these little details and bringing them up effortlessly, it's a clear sign that you're not only unforgettable, you're magnetic. Your ability to leave such a lasting impression without trying speaks to a deeper kind of attractiveness. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever had someone bring up small details about you that you didn't think they'd remember? Share your experiences in the comments below. Number 5. Others often trust you with personal stories or secrets. Have you ever been in a situation where, without any prompting, someone starts telling you about their breakup while you're just standing in line? Or you're at a party and within minutes a stranger begins sharing childhood memories as though you've known each other for years? These moments happen out of nowhere, and often you didn't even ask. So why does this happen to you? Why are people so quick to open up, often sharing things that are deeply personal or sensitive? The answer lies in the emotional safety you provide. When people feel safe in your presence, they begin to open up naturally. And emotional safety? It is one of the most underrated, yet profoundly attractive qualities a man can possess. Because let's be honest, many men can look good or carry themselves well, but not everyone can create a space where someone feels calm enough to expose their innermost thoughts, struggles, and vulnerabilities without the fear of judgment. That's a rare gift. This quality of emotional safety doesn't just appeal to women. Even men begin to talk to you differently. They lower their voices, they relax their posture, their defenses crumble, and their stories become more authentic. It's not that you need to say much or offer grand advice sometimes. It's simply the way you listen. Your calm presence, the way your eyes seem to focus, your stillness. These elements invite others to feel like they can truly be themselves with you. In a world that is often noisy, chaotic, and judgmental, being someone who exudes peace is magnetic. People want to be around you because they know it's a space where they can unravel their thoughts without fear. Here's where the concept takes an even deeper turn. Most men don't realize how powerful trust is. Trust is an intimate thing. It's the foundation of true connection. When someone trusts you enough to reveal their personal story, they've formed a bond with you on a deeper level. That connection, once established, is powerful. It's almost impossible for someone not to feel drawn to you after they've shared something so personal. The connection you create isn't based on surface-level pleasantries or quick interactions. It's built on a foundation of trust, vulnerability, and emotional safety. And because of that, even if they don't consciously realize it, they feel a magnetic pull toward you. In modern life, where genuine connection can often feel fleeting, the ability to be someone who offers emotional safety is an invaluable trait. So, if you find that people are constantly sharing their personal stories or secrets with you, it's not by chance. It's because you've become their safe space, the person who makes them feel like they can breathe, be honest, and show their true selves without the fear of judgment. And that's an incredibly attractive quality. It's something that creates deeper bonds and makes you someone others are instinctively drawn to, even when they can't quite explain why. When you cultivate this kind of trust, you're not just someone they talk to, you become someone they need in their life. That kind of influence, grounded in emotional safety, creates a space where relationships, whether romantic or platonic, can truly flourish. Number 6. Your calm presence diffuses tense situations quickly. You step into a room and the atmosphere is thick with tension. People are on edge, voices are rising, and the energy feels like a storm about to break. But then, something shifts. You speak, or perhaps you just stand there, and suddenly, without raising your voice or taking sides, the room starts to settle. The chaos dissipates. And no, that's not just luck. That's the natural law of your presence. Highly attractive men don't just draw attention. They bring balance. When your calm energy enters a volatile situation, people instinctively adjust to it. It's not forced. It's the effect of your very presence. The force of your grounded composure, your unshakable demeanour, makes everything feel less chaotic, even if the room has no clue why. This is not a conscious effort. It's like your nervous system becomes the anchor, setting the tone. You don't panic. You don't react hastily. You remain firmly rooted. And that, whether they realize it or not, people feel. Have you ever noticed that when you enter a heated conversation, the arguments start to lose their intensity? Or how the room suddenly quiets when you speak, and people want to work things out? That's not mere coincidence. That's you becoming the emotional thermostat of the room, regulating the mood with your quiet influence. And here's a truth that most overlook. This composed control doesn't just earn respect, it sparks desire. When others feel secure and stable in your presence, attraction begins to brew beneath the surface, quietly, subtly, but powerfully. As the great philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You, in your stillness, demonstrate profound mastery over both yourself and your environment. You don't need to shout or make demands. You simply exist with strength, and that, my friend, is what draws people in. If your stillness can calm a storm, it's not just leadership, it's a form of quiet seduction. So own this power. Recognize it. And remember, the most magnetic force in any room isn't always the loudest voice. It's the one that exudes calm, the one that guides others without a word. The next time you walk into a room filled with tension, watch how the atmosphere changes with you in it. Command it, harness it, and let it work for you. Number 7. Invitations to social events come your way without you asking. One of the most fascinating signs that you're a highly attractive man is when invitations to social events come your way and you never had to ask for them. You might not have made any plans yourself, nor were you fishing for an invitation, yet somehow you always find yourself on the list. The group chat seems to automatically include you. Someone casually mentions a weekend trip, and before you know it, you're being asked if you're in. Even people you don't know that well seem eager to have you around. But why does this keep happening? The reason is simple. When you're genuinely attractive, not just in your appearance, but in how you carry yourself, your presence, and your energy, you become a social asset. People want you there because your presence enhances the vibe of the group. It makes everything feel more alive, more interesting, and, without even trying, you become the person who elevates the environment. You don't need to be the loudest or most outgoing. You don't need to dominate the conversation or try to be the life of the party. Simply by being yourself, you add value to the space, and people can sense that. They don't invite you out of pity or obligation. They want you there because you improve the dynamic. It's as if your presence makes everything a little brighter, and that's something people naturally gravitate toward. The invitations may come in different forms. Sometimes it's a subtle, "Hey, we're doing something later if you're free," while other times it's more direct, like, "We really want you there." But behind every invite lies the unspoken message: your presence is wanted, appreciated, and valued. When you reach a point where people are inviting you into their lives without you having to push or ask, you're no longer just someone they like. You're someone they admire and respect, even if that admiration is quiet and understated. It's the Stoic principle of virtue being its own reward in action. When you align your actions, demeanor, and energy with a higher sense of self, others recognize that and gravitate toward you. As Seneca wisely said, "A friend is someone who is one in the same with you, who draws you forward, and whose presence elevates your life." Your ability to quietly draw people in and make them want to spend time with you speaks volumes about the kind of man you are. When you attract invitations like this, it's more than just being liked. It's about the deeper, more lasting impact you have on the people around you. So next time you find yourself invited to an event without asking, take a moment to appreciate the power of your own presence. It's a sign of how much you truly influence the people around you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you experienced this kind of natural invitation before? Share your experiences in the comments below. Bonus point: people assume you're already taken, even when you're not. Picture this. You walk into a room and the energy shifts. People aren't rushing to flirt with you, not because they're not interested, but because they assume someone else must have already claimed your attention. You're at a dinner, and suddenly someone exclaims, "Wait, you're single?" As if it's a shocking revelation. This might sound perplexing at first, but it's not about a ring on your finger or cryptic social media posts. What really stands out is the energy you carry with you, the quiet confidence, the sense of self-possession, the calm masculine edge that subtly communicates, "I know who I am." Attractive men don't chase validation from others, and this self-assuredness creates an impression that you must already be in high demand. It's almost like an invisible force field that surrounds you, making people believe that someone must have already snagged your attention. This trait is fascinating because it has a dual effect. It shuts some people down, making them hesitate or second-guess themselves, while pulling others in with even greater intrigue. They're curious about you, but unsure whether they should take a step forward. This sense of mystery and self-reliance creates a magnetic pull, but one that is tempered by caution and respect. And for those who do decide to approach you, it's not a game. They're not testing the waters or casually trying their luck. Instead, they approach with a sense of purpose. They already believe you possess high value, and their decision to approach you means they're serious. They aren't wasting time. They see something in you that suggests you're someone who commands respect and attention, and they're willing to put in the effort to get to know you better. Thank you for sticking with us till the end. You're the ones who make this community what it is. We see you, and we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to support our growth. It helps more than you know. Subscribe for daily content just like this. And if you know someone who's been doubting their own attractiveness, send this video their way. You might just open their eyes to something they've never seen in themselves. Remember, real attraction starts from within. It's about the way you carry yourself, how you remain calm in the face of chaos, and the confidence that radiates from being comfortable in your own skin. Never underestimate the power of your presence. It can leave an impression long after you've left the room. Thank you for watching and staying with us all the way through. We've also recommended another powerful video right there on your screen. It reveals something most men never notice about themselves, but once you see it, you won't be able to ignore it. Click it now, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.